Hey guys, hello. Welcome to our channel. I'm so excited because this is the hottest day in Texas. It is so hot. I think it's over 100 degrees, and it started me thinking about travel because why would I want to stay here for the next 30 days when it's going to be over 100 degrees? And so, like the title suggests, is it worth it to cruise? Is it worth it? You're trying to decide, you're thinking about all of your possible vacation options. Like me, it's 100 degrees outside, and you're trying to make some decisions about if a cruise is worth it. So to me, this video really works for first-time cruisers who are trying to figure it out, because you're trying to make decisions about how to spend your money. If you really are a cruise person, should you go that way with it? So I just hope that this video will answer some of your questions from my own perspective, and especially for Viking cruisers. This video is for you if you're making your decision. And then all of you guys who have subscribed, and I have seen so many of you guys who have just booked cruises, and shout outs to my solo cruisers. I'm not gonna call you guys out unless you want me to. If you become a member, then I'll call you out because I'll know that you want me to call you out. Or if you do a super chat and you leave a little, a little sprinkle, I will definitely call you out on my video or next video. So anyway, yeah, you guys probably see that at the bottom where you can throw a little sprinkle out there and select if you want to donate some money to help keep the channel going. But also, I'll definitely shout you out. But this video is all about, is a cruise worth it? So I'm just gonna jump to the point. Yes. Okay, so this is like the shortest video ever because I could keep us on here forever and get my, whatever, my hours in, my watch hours. But the answer is yes. I'm gonna tell you guys why, in my opinion, because this channel is about you guys wanting to know about my opinions, and I'm gonna break it down. So I have it from a few different perspectives. This is about a few things. As a solo traveler, I just want to tell you the perspective I'd like to bring on why a cruise is worth it if you are a solo traveler. So solo travelers, do we have any solo travelers? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. So if you're a solo traveler, just hit me in the comments and say, yes, this video is for me. I'm a solo traveler. So the very first thing is your eliminator is that you're thinking it's going to be based on double occupancy. So that would eliminate me as a solo traveler. And the very first thing you might say is, yeah, solo travel is not for me to do a cruise. I know that it could be a premium that you may have to spend to get your own room, but I still think that cruising as a solo traveler is worth it. So here are my reasons. Because you are in the prime opportunity to spend as much time as you want with people, or wait for it, as little time as you want. That's what I like about being a solo traveler, is because I love family, I love friends, okay? But that's required recreation. You have to show up for dinner with your friends and family. If you want to make a change, if you want to stay longer somewhere, you can't. As a solo traveler on a cruise, you have the benefit of going to a lounge, and there's going to be tons of people there. Tons of people. And they're all going to be friendly. They're going to come up and talk to you. And as a matter of fact, you'll then go back to your room and say, I'm so glad that I don't have anybody in this room. Unless you get somebody in the room. That's a different channel. Okay? But I think it's the best of both worlds because you have a built in flow if you want a flow, and then you can like check out of the flow. So there's that. Safety is built in. Now you have to take advantage of it, but if you go out on the excursions from Viking cruises, if you're in a group, you are going to have people who are naturally going to check to make sure that you are making it back to the boat. If you're doing solo travel in a country on your own, you're not going to be in an organized group, which I know a lot of folks are saying that's exactly why I like doing it that way, because I don't want to be in a group. But there are times when you're wanting to go and explore, and in those instances, going on a cruise with a Viking guide it lends itself to great safety, great opportunities. You don't have to feel like there's things you have to modify because you're traveling on your own. The other thing, all the activities and the shows, things like that, you're not by yourself. You're by yourself without being by yourself. It's the best of both worlds. It means you can sit wherever you want. You can get there whenever you want, but you're not by yourself. No one notices. So it's the best thing ever. On Viking, the other part that's wonderful is that it's not group dining. You can go and you sit wherever you want to sit. And if you meet some people you like, you can choose to like eat dinner with them. But it's not like a set time where people are like paying attention to your pattern, paying attention to what you're doing, who you're doing it with. It's not going to be any of that. And so for all of those reasons, I think it's just a lovely, lovely way to travel and completely worth it as a solo traveler. Now, let's go to the next category, age. Now, I'm not going to talk about what age, because I'm not going to have you guys out here having me going viral because I'm talking about what age you get tired. Okay. I was checking with my kids and I'm like, are y'all tired? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, thank God. I thought it was just me. I thought I was the only person tired. So they're tired too. At what age do you get tired? It varies. Okay. But I think we all agree that the airport is a beatdown. Airport is a beatdown. So what I like and why cruises are worth it to me, especially the big cruises like the Viking cruise, where you're going to real destinations, that these destinations you would have to fly into. That means passport, showing your passport 4 times, feeling for your passport, making sure you have your passport. Did you leave it on the plane? Do you have it? Standing in the lines for security check, getting your bag on and off the conveyor belt, checking your bag at customs, having all of your stuff you have to carry on a flight. You don't have to do that on a cruise. So instead of dialing back the number of destinations you go, I mean, you're already so far. Why not just keep going? Doing the Mediterranean cruise on Viking, one of the best pivots I ever made. I was planning to just fly in to Santorini and maybe do island hopping. That would have been so challenging. Island hopping, I mean, it was so far by car. Then you have to go to the airport. You lose so much precious drinking and sleeping time that you can just walk onto the boat and casually make your way to the next port. So age, physical interest, I'll say, maybe I won't say tired, your physical interest in walking through airports make a cruise worth it. Makes a cruise worth it. Hassle factor. Let's just talk about this. Let's say that you have the most amazing physical interest. You don't get tired at all. Love that for you. I love that for you. If you don't get tired, I'll put in the comments, say, I don't get tired. I don't even know what you're talking about. So, but if you're traveling with other people who do, if you're traveling with people who are not as seasoned of a traveler, who have not gotten used to going through all the airport shenanigans, the hassle factor gets cut out with the cruise. You have to deal with it once, you get on the boat, and then you get to enjoy your trip. That happens with me a lot. I am usually the one that's having to corral people, making sure everybody is good, getting the bags checked on the flight. After that, I'm off. I am clocking out. Versus 4 stops. I just did this actually for Africa. Lots and lots of land and plane travel. Loved it, but it still was a lot of it. Okay, so if you guys want to know more about the Africa trip, let me know. I'll send you guys the link and post as many videos about that. But I will say no one is watching the videos about Africa. I don't know, maybe. So I stopped posting any. But then I will also say, is it worth it overall just on, can I plan the same trip for a cheaper cost? So I already talked about solo travelers, is it worth it? Physical interest, is it worth it? Groups, is it worth it? And next is going to be, I think I can plan a better trip, is it worth it? So if you're in one of these categories, hopefully this is for you. Okay, I am a planner. This is coming from a perspective of a planner. Can you plan a trip that is similar and cheaper? Yes, you can. You can absolutely plan a trip to the exact itinerary of a cruise and very likely can come out a little bit cheaper. If cost is the top priority, I would say on a side-by-side, you probably can estimate it's going to be about 20% cheaper for you to plan it on your own. But you will have to also take into account the value of your time. And if you love planning it, like I love planning it. So it's not work for me, but if you don't love it, then you want to take into account the time that you're having to put into the research, setting up the tour guides, setting up your flights and everything that goes along with that. And then also just the ease of not having to come out of your pocket every day versus the restaurants and things that you've put together. The other thing that I realized in a most recent trip is if you're traveling with a group, it is very difficult to get reservations at restaurants without putting money down. So you will have to be out of pocket for a lot of reservations, and then it could be restrictive. You could decide you don't want to go to that restaurant. Maybe you didn't allow yourself enough time to go from point A to B. And I had this mistake in Santorini, made a reservation at a really cool restaurant, but it was also up like 300 steps. And it wasn't in a place that was close to where we could actually get to without a car. So that dinner reservation would have probably taken about $200 to actually make it happen. So there's some small things like that, that if you love the joy of planning, then it can be completely worth it. I sometimes lean that way, but if you don't want to have the pressure and you are okay on a financial difference of maybe 20%, then the cruise still makes 100% sense. Now me, I make money on trips because I probably eat or drink enough to where I know I've made my money back. I'm just saying, I'm like literally eating for profit when I am on these cruises. So for me, I'm probably gonna make the 20% up because I'm gonna eat like so well. And I'll probably eat like 20% of my entire trip in shellfish. So I'm like, okay, where are the oysters? I'm gonna eat $800 worth of oysters. So that's the way I get it back. But anyway, overall, I just wanted to give you guys this quick video. Maybe it's not so quick. but about if taking a cruise is worth it from different perspectives. And I hope that this video helps you. Remember, this is the channel where I break down your big trips into small details, and I'm your research girl. So I do all the research, so maybe you don't have to do as much. And for all my overthinkers, thanks for subscribing. And if you're an overthinker, then you are at the right spot. So join. Here's the chance right here